Static ads are undoubtedly the cheapest and the easiest way to pen test a product, a store, or a market before investing heavily into UGC, video editors, and that entire headache over here. However, like most people, you are probably starstruck with the sheer amount of information there is out there on how to create the perfect static ad. For this reason, I'm going to assume you are suffering with a condition called analysis paralysis, which is basically when there is so much information out there that you simply don't know where you should be delegating your time and attention. So as a result, static ads have simply become an afterthought to your video ads. Trust me, you are going to regret doing that after watching this video. So in case you didn't already know, static ads are both the cheapest to produce, but also the cheapest to run on platforms like Meta. The only occasion where that isn't the case is when you have a bad static ad. So you still have a good CPM from Facebook, but your click-through rate and your conversion rate is awful. So in this video, we're basically going to be breaking down how you can get all of the benefits from running static ads without any of the simple drawbacks. Just jumping straight into one of my brand's ad accounts, we can instantly see how ridiculous these metrics are. Further down the list, we have some video ads, which as you can see have much higher CPMs. Then towards the top, we have two batches of brand new static ads, both of which have extremely low CPMs as well as unreal return on ad spend. So to put that into context, with every £100 we delegate to Facebook ads, we get basically £500 in revenue. That's not a bad return on ad spend considering the niche we're in. So without wanting to waste any more of your guys' time, let's get straight into the tutorial. So the first website I want you guys to get familiar with is a website called AdSpy. This will basically allow you to find any single advertisement that's got paid spend behind it. So the first thing I'd recommend you guys doing is building up a list of brands that are very good naturally at static ads. Now, I don't want to give you guys too much sauce, but I'm going to give you one brand that I like to use all the time. It's called Huel. It's basically a protein replacement drink. Basically a drink that you drink instead of eating meals, I guess. So we want to filter by this brand, and then we want media type as photo and country as United Kingdom. Obviously, if you're in the United States, you can do that as well. Then all we're going to do, obviously some of these are cropped really funnily. I don't really know why it does that, but all we want to do is screenshot ones that we like these, drop them into a Claude project. If you're still using ChatGPT in the I've just refreshed my page. If you're still using ChatGPT in the big 2026 for this kind of stuff, you are very far behind. Claude absolutely beats ChatGPT on every regard. So all we're going to do is screenshot 5 to 10 ones that we like, and then I'll show you guys what to do next. After we've got 5 advertisements in there, the next thing is to bring in our master prompt. All we're gonna do, paste that in there and let Claude start cooking. This is basically going to allow Claude to find every bit of information it has about our product, which you should have already uploaded all the stuff about your product before we got into this. If you don't know how to get all this information about your product, you can just join my free community. Link will be in the description. We go over everything about how you build out your core avatars, how you find desires, and everything like that. If you are more serious about e-commerce as well, I do have a paid community. This is where you get more personalized one-to-one support and weekly calls and stuff like that. But for now, let's carry on with the free value. So it's going to give us a ton of headlines, all targeting different angles that hit the pain points that our core avatar feels. So the first one is you're not old, your skin just looks it. Then it gives us 2 alternate versions in case we don't like it. Second angle is still using that £200 face cream. Third angle is why does everyone else look younger than me? Fourth angle is I wasted my 40s hating my reflection. Fifth angle is your neck is aging faster than your face. Sixth angle is the 2500 clinic widget is not your only option. Seventh, you look tired, you're not, your skin is. Eighth option, this fits in your handbag and changes your face. Ninth option, middle age doesn't mean you have to look it, and that's it. So we've actually got 27 headlines that we can test. And now I'm going to show you guys how you can actually design the static ads, because it's one thing getting all the copy and all the data for the statics. Now we need to figure out how to design it, because this is the bit where things can either go very well or very wrong. So as a little gift for you guys, I have actually put together an absolute mega drive of static ad templates. So as you can see, these are basically me searching on AdSpy, finding someone else's ad, and then I just redesign it on Canva and leave it as a template for you guys to customize. I've done this, I think there's 750 here. Oh no, 319. Absolutely ridiculous. Took me absolutely hours, but you guys can get that in the link in the description. It might be inside my community actually. So all we're going to want to do is find a template that fits one of the headlines that we found over here. So for example, we're going to go with the first one. I think that was my favorite. You're not old, your skin just looks it, and then we're going to find one that works for us. Okay, here we go. I've found one that I like. This one's to do with age, so I think it's good that we do this one. I don't actually have an image for my product though, annoyingly. So all we're going to do, copy this in here. Okay, Then for these, copy it, put it into Claude and say for the red strip. Okay, so the first one is target wrinkles and inflammation in just 4 minutes a day. So all you want to do here is paste in an image of your product or paste it into ChatGPT and say remove the background and then place it in here. Very simple. And then you could also change the background color just like this. If you don't want this template, as I said, it will be in my community for completely free. Now, what I would say for statics is it's generally the cheapest possible way to test new angles. So instead of paying a UGC creator or paying some AI tool that makes UGC to go and make a new ad, you can first test it with a static ad. These static ads, if you're paying a graphic designer, cost like $2 or $3 to make, or you can just spend like 5 minutes and make it yourself. So really, you should be pumping out new angles every single day or every single 2 or 3 days. In terms of static ads, the more creative you get, the better. One thing I've found working really well at the minute is fake billboard ads. So it basically looks like you've got a billboard. All you need to do for that is make a poster in Photoshop or Canva, then just paste it over into an AI image generator like Tap Now and just say, put this poster on this billboard, and it will do it just like that. Genuinely, with AI, while I don't think AI is quite there with video generation, with image generation, it is just as good as a real graphic designer and a real photographer would do it. So take full advantage, as this window isn't going to last forever. These platforms will slowly start to hate people with AI generated content, AI generated ideas, and just anything AI in general. So make the most of it while you can and make sure you get that ROAS as high as you possibly can. Once you find an angle that works well for you that you found by running statics, you can then build out videos with that same angle. That is the great thing about ads. You can first test it with statics, then if you see it's doing well, you pay a UGC creator, you pay a video editor, and boom, you get 10 times better results with video ads because you already found an angle that works. If you guys do want more source on how to run your Facebook advertisements, please let me know, as I've not really posted much about this on this channel before, but trust me, we are at the very tip of the iceberg right now. Apart from that, we are doing free weekly calls inside my community, which you can see in the link in description. Then again, if you are more serious about scaling your e-commerce journey quickly, you can also book a one-to-one call with me to see if we're a good fit. Please make sure to like and subscribe and comment below what video you want to see next. Apart from that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.